Alright, so day 3, 4, and 5 of Funko's SDCC exclusive announcements happened, which was supposed to be it, but Funko also said there was more to come. And it makes me wonder if Funko's just being really disorganized, or if they're just making sure that they will have these pops available for the con, because in past cons, they have announced something, and then the pop doesn't show up in time for the con, so it could be that. No biggie, really. And even though there are leaks and rumors about where each one of these pops is going to be shared at, I still like to wait for the official Funko announcement, so just be patient on that. You'll have plenty of time to plan. Alright, so first up, it's a new Jimi Hendrix. And I gotta say, out of all the ones they've made of Jimi Hendrix, this is my least favorite one. I honestly thought it was Prince at first. And it's very weird when Funko makes a variant that's not a chase for a con. It just makes me think that this was initially supposed to be a common with a blacklight exclusive somewhere, and no retailers wanted it. So Funko just goes, you know what, let's just make it a con release, because if we put a sticker on it, we might sell more than if we just release it as two commons. From DC, I already talked about the Question, but they're also making Trigon, and it looks like these will be in those Justice League boxes, which is cool. Like I said about the Question, I think more obscure comic characters like this are great for cons. They should do more of this. Talia al Ghul, another character that I think is perfect for a Comic-Con. Looks like she will be in the box with those Batman symbols on it, which I believe is the same box that her father Ra's al Ghul was in. So this will make a nice little set. This I don't really get. Bugs Bunny mashed up with Fred Flintstone. I wonder if they're testing the waters with this before they do like a whole line of Looney Tunes dressed up as the Flintstones. Or if this is from a specific cartoon. I don't know. I don't care enough to go research it really. Frodo holding the One Ring actually looks pretty good to me. It's a great version of Frodo. From a memorable enough scene where even if you already have a Frodo, I could see people that collect Lord of the Rings wanting this one too. Some Batman itty bitty pops. I really don't care about these. It seems like something that like really small children would like more than collectors. And that's fine. Just not for me, and it does seem like a way for Funko to just squeeze a few more pennies out of licenses and designs they already have. A new version of the dude from The Big Lebowski, which actually looks pretty good to me, and he's standing on the rug, which is the catalyst for the whole story. I like that. And he also has a White Russian in his hand. And they've already made the dude before, but it's been so long that it's nice to have him in this more modern style that they sculpt now. Definitely going to try to pick this one up myself. A new Sesshomaru from Inuyasha. And it definitely looks better because he has that glow-in-the-dark sword than the common, but it's still very similar. To where it's like, if you have an Inuyasha collection, do you need both of them? Probably not, even though this one's better. So I could see people just buying this one and then putting their original in storage or something. Scooby-Doo in a scuba outfit, I kind of like. I'm a sucker for pops with helmets. And it's way different from the other Scooby-Doos, right? It's not just him in a different pose holding a sandwich or Scooby snacks or something, to where you really don't need both. But this is different enough that I think I would add this one to my Scooby collection. And now we're talking when it comes to things that look different and special for a Comic-Con release. And that is the raptor hatching out of the egg. It's a memorable scene, it's gruesome, and to me, this is what con releases should be. Not just slight variants, or things that look like they could have just been commons that they slapped a sticker on. And they're also making a bunch of crappy tchotchkes from Jurassic Park. A soda now, Reptar from Rugrats. It's alright, not sure how good it looks as a soda. Piece count appears to be 9,500. Seems a little high. Also Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso as sodas. Those each have an 8,500 piece count, which I also think is a little high because I can't imagine why somebody wouldn't just get both. So now you're asking someone to nearly commit $40 for the pair, and there are 8,500 people willing to do that. I guess we'll see. Gaia from Captain Planet is an interesting one. Looks like there's going to be a shared version with a normal paint job and a numbered con exclusive version, which means you can only get it at the actual con. That's limited to 2,000 pieces. I think that's great because the people that really want the character won't miss out on the character. And the people that deal with all the hassle of going to San Diego Comic-Con get the chance to have something very rare and special. And even though I'm not a big fan of the glitter, I think it's actually appropriate for this character. And since this variant is numbered like this, It doesn't seem like this was originally supposed to be something else that they included in the con, like the Jimi Hendrix one does. And a Tweety dressed up as like a white rapper or a nerd or something, I don't know. Not really my thing, this one. And a Fairly Odd Parents 3-pack, which is definitely going to be one of the more sought after ones. They came out really good. I like the hair sculpts. I like the stands. The rumor is that this might be shared with Walmart. So definitely try to order it from Funko themselves if you can, because Walmart is a nightmare. Their shipping is terrible. Finding them in stores when they're supposed to be released is very hit or miss. Good luck with this one if you really want it. It's crazy to me that they're making a Bug's Life pop still. Heimlich as a butterfly. I never realized a Bug's Life was this popular. But I guess the kids that love this when a Bug's Life was new are getting old enough to have some money they can waste on pops. So there's their nostalgia bait, I guess. Jessica Rabbit as a Funko soda surprisingly translated over really well. I would have preferred an updated Funko Pop of her, because her old Funko Pop isn't the greatest, but she looks really good as a soda actually. Very predictable chase for her, but I think both versions look good. 12,500 pieces will make this pretty easy to get, I think. Although this might get a lot of people that don't normally buy sodas getting it just because of the character and how good it looks. Maybe it's because one of her eyes is covered, so she doesn't look cross-eyed like a lot of sodas do. But yeah, cool release. I think I'll be picking this one up, even though I'm not a soda collector. Another Wicket, kind of lame, because they just released the Wicket. Maybe they could have made this one flocked to make it feel a little bit more special, but I don't know. I like Star Wars, but this is a pass for me. They're making number 1 from Stranger Things. Spoiler warning. Maybe they could have made him covered in blood or something like that, because this looks like a very, very plain pop. It looks like a very common pop. This Ariel from the live action Little Mermaid also looks kind of like a plain pop to me. Like something that should have just been in the common release line. This doesn't feel like a Comic-Con pop at all. They're making Little Princess Leia from the Obi-Wan series, which turned out pretty good. I think fans of the character will like it. I ultimately didn't like Obi-Wan, the TV show, and I tend not to collect pops from Star Wars movies and shows that I didn't like. So I'll probably be skipping this one, but she turned out okay. And Short Round from Temple of Doom. I think these new Indiana Jones pops look really good. I ended up buying the Hot Topic exclusive one, which is Indiana Jones from the Temple of Doom. When he's on the bridge, he's going to cut it down. I think that pop came out really good. Not sure if I'm going to be collecting all of them, but this is a memorable character, of course, and Temple of Doom has a lot of nostalgia for me. Plus, it's nice to see the actor making a comeback, right? Winning an Oscar and all that. So I might pick this one up. And that's it so far. Even though there are a couple more that I'm going to pick up now, I think there's like 3 or 4 that I kind of want now. I still feel that overall, from what I've seen, this is the least impressive San Diego Comic-Con for Funko since I've been collecting Funko. Usually there's like a dozen or over a dozen pops that I want from San Diego Comic-Con, but not this time. And it could just be that the properties just aren't for me. And maybe some of you want like a whole bunch of these. But I don't know. I feel objectively, it still is kind of one of the weaker ones. Let me know in the comments below what you think so far. Thanks for watching and take it easy.